My question about this whole presentation of consecrating Russia and Ukraine is, if it was done properly the first time, it doesn't have to be done again.
Right.
It was done. So there's a lot of people out there that likes to say it was done. There's some people out there that say it was never done. I don't know, but certainly the Russian error has in fact spread. So regardless of whether a consecration prayer was done and what was done properly according to the terms, nevertheless, as you pointed out, the people themselves have not done their part, because the first part is the consecration, which is disputed. The second part is we have to, every one of us, pray the Holy Rosary every day. And you saw in seminaries for 30 years, they kicked out seminarians who prayed the Rosary. They destroyed the Rosary devotional. Yeah. And so do I think it was done? Well, maybe, but it doesn't matter to me. What I know hasn't been done is that the people have not done their part. Mm-hmm. And so we can't rely upon some, incantation by the Pope now and expect that, oh, that's going to make everything well again, despite the fact that the past 100 years we haven't done our part. You know what? There isn't time to make it up now. The ball's already going. The gate's open. The horse is out of the barn. The ball's rolling down the hill. Yeah. So what's going to happen is going to happen. And So that's the first part. The second part is as you do, you speak about the horror of abortion and all these other things. As to abortion, and you said you use contraception, all these other things that are going on, immoral in our world. I understand the temptation. We all, especially a confessor, we understand the temptation. We understand the failings. We all fall short. But we never say it's okay. What you're seeing, like for instance, in Germany and Austria, so bishops and cardinals over there are saying all this other stuff is okay. What you saw from the Canadians in the Winnipeg statement after Humanae Vitae was it's okay to contracept. So I said to the people, and I've never heard anyone else say this or even intimate it. Listen closely. There will never, ever be an end to abortion until there is a reclaiming of the virtues of purity, chastity, virginity. Which we've lost that completely in America. And until we value that again, until that is front and center of the entire country, there will always be abortion, because there will be promiscuity, self-indulgence. That's just the way it is. And that's what's happened since 1968, when even bishops and priests said it's okay to contracept. So we can have another 100 years worth of marches in Washington, D.C. You know what's going to happen at the end of the 100 years? There's still going to be abortion, because we have not addressed the root cause. The abortion is just a symptom of the cause. The cause is promiscuity and the devaluation of our bodies as temples of the Holy Spirit.
And I feel on that point, Father, I feel like if heaven were to comment, and I do not know the mind of God, I am not trying to say that, but for the sake of
we have a few hints, though, a few clues. Jesus gave us a lot of clues.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly. And if heaven were looking down at us and saying, okay, a consecration of Russia and Ukraine to the Immaculate Heart of Mary for the sake of ending the war, although you were told in 1917 that war is a result of man's sins, but if you're going to consecrate, if in fact it is valid, legitimate, and hasn't already been done and so forth, as you mentioned, which is a great point, but you're not going to preach and evangelize the need for the purity and the self-control and the discipline and virtue and holy marriages and bring the rosary into the seminaries and everybody pray there. And if you're not going to do that, but you're going to do this, I just feel like we're going to kind of get this what from heaven type of response.
Yeah, that's well put. Yeah.
What are you thinking?